These Bbnaija level up housemates are out here embarrassing themselves on the streets. Today's topic is going to be Kess and his wife. We all know that Kess came into the show as a married man who was trying, he tried to hold himself as a married man. Although for me, watching the level up season, I saw his eyes wandering on those girls, especially Beauty. So I didn't really trust that he was this very faithful man he was trying to portray on the show. Now, breeze don't blow, foul yansh don't open. The yansh of Kess has been opened on the streets. About 3 or 4 days ago, his wife came online and alleged that he was cheating on her. He had an affair on her. Now he came outside and debunked the news and was like, "No, it's not like that. It's because he accused his wife of stealing 1.5 million naira from his account, and that is why the wife he's coming with that, like to pepper him now. Like, as I don't accuse you, make I come pepper you, knowing that he's a big name in Nigeria here." But the wife say, "Nope, I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to be shamed. I am taking care of you. I take care of you. You feed off my money. Why would you come and insult me up here? No, I'm going to embarrass you first before you embarrass me." And she came with evidences, like she exposed Kess, that I wish that he had just kept quiet the first time this thing happened and not said anything. Before we talk about everything, don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, YouTube recommends it more, and also comment your thoughts about what we're going to talk about in this video. And also don't forget to click on the subscription button to subscribe to the channel. Now, the first thing she did was she went on Instagram live and said a bunch of things. She told us how she takes care of Kess, how she sends him money, how she was the one that the house is living in right now in Lekki. She paid the rent, and he had the guts. Your wife is taking care of you. She's the one taking care of it, and you get mind. You put your side chick. Hi. You put your side chick in that house. I've seen people be better side chick. Christy is not a good side chick. Because what is the side chick? Side chick is to stay at the side and keep quiet. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, clean your mouth and leave. Why would you go and be living in the house of the man that you know that is this woman that is paying the house rent, doing anything for this guy, and you get mind to be living in the house? She even said that that whenever she comes over to Nigeria, Christy and her sister will be staying with her, going everywhere with her, like we're forming friendship. I fear will not fear Christy, because that's devil that's a devilish work. You're friends with this woman, while at the back you're sleeping with her husband, having sex with her, then coming to her front and smile and be forming friendship. It needs to be feared. But let's talk more. Let's go ahead and play, because last night she was on Twitter space and she said a lot of things about the situation. Let's go ahead and play what she had to say on the Twitter space.
And left me and abandoned me, and I don't know what's going on. He declined my calls. So all I can thinking about, I was like, okay. He went back home, so he's doing what he said he's going to do on the text. He came back at 5:30 pretending like nothing is wrong. He got stopped at the front desk because who he is, because the staff changed. And he said he was humiliated because I did not, or that they had to had him sit down. What is the problem? He expected the whole world to know who he is. Kess expected people to know that he's Kess. Well, some people don't watch Big Brother, right? Some people don't even have TV. Some people are just like, they sleep, they eat, they go to work, and that's their life. So he thinks that the people at the front desk would know who he is, and he was humiliated that they asked him to sit down while they called my room. When he got to the room, he grabbed everything abruptly, like not even nicely. He was just grabbing everything. It's like, he grabbed his watch, which I gave him. He was trying to grab the PS5. That's when I put my foot down. I'm like, you're not grabbing that. If you're leaving, leave the PS5, because I gave him the PS5. I actually gave him a MacBook Pro as well, but I couldn't grab that because it's at the house. But whatever. I was trying to get, I guess, I was trying to get back whatever I've given this man because he doesn't deserve it. I felt like giving away some stuff, like, because some other people deserve it more than this man. So when he left, we were fighting by the elevator. We were screaming at each other. And it's to the point like people came and tried to stop us from fighting. I'm trying to get him arrested for extorting money from me and treating me the way he did because he was walking out, going home to his fucking bitch, and there I was left all alone. And that's not fair for me. So immediately, the moment I went back into the room, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to leave. I'm going home where I know I have family, where I know I am loved, where I know I'll be safe, right? So, but before all that happened, the manager at the place already helped me with the who to contact. He knows somebody at the U.S. embassy, and he helped me call because I can't call from my phone, like I said. And I spoke to the guy. The guy met up with me the following morning. And it's so weird that I was walking trying to find Kess at the parking lot. I bumped into the commander of the police command. So I asked him a question, sir, officer in charge. I said, that's what I called him, officer in charge. Can you please just spend a minute with me? I just wanted to ask you a question. What I asked was, do I have the right to have him arrested for adultery? That's the question I asked. And he said, yes. Do you have proof? I said, yes. Okay, then all you have to do is go to the station and file that. And then also to court. And they will file that for you. It's like, how did you get married? I said, court. We got married in the courthouse in Benin. I was like, that's fine. Do you have the marriage license? I said, yes, I do. So bring that in. And he was actually wanting to bring me that afternoon, but it was pouring rain. So I said, we'll do everything in the morning and I'll just fly later in the afternoon. So now forwarding back to the evening, like when Kess left, couldn't get him arrested. I sat back down in the bedroom and I just was so angry. I was shaking. The housemaid was there trying to hug me, trying to hold me. And I said, sorry, I have to do something. Called the agent immediately. I said, find me a flight and I will fund it. And they said, well, there's a penalty for that. I said, I don't care. Just please find me a flight tomorrow afternoon as soon as possible for my safety. It's an emergency. And I said, okay, how much money do I have? My card wasn't working, my ATM card. And, I don't have my bank information or my banking right. Besides, to book a flight, you need a credit card, right? So immediately I just thought, you know what, I need something. So how much money does he have in the account? I have access to it. I know I've been putting money in there. I noticed that he said there was only 19,000 in there, but then I noticed there was 1.5 total in there. So immediately I just said, okay. Then the agent called me back. They said, okay, we got you a flight. I said, I'll take it. I didn't even realize that the flight was so freaking long. I just took it. So I don't know how to transfer the naira to a dollar for it to be transferred to an account. My account, another account that I have that's for a dollar. I called my friend. I said, I need your help. How do I transfer naira to a dollar? He said, well, just transfer it to me and I'll convert it for you. I said, okay. I didn't call him to connive or be a criminal. He was helping me. So I transferred the money to his funds, not thinking like, okay, I need this money right now. I transferred whatever he has in there. And yeah, yes, it's true. Like I could have just used whatever, but I don't know the conversion rate. So I just said, you know what, maximize everything. Let me just transfer whatever is in there. I know how much I transferred in there. Like I put $800 in there. So it moved. It went to the guy. The guy gave it back to another account where I can use, and I booked my flight. The $600 penalty that I had to pay for me to fly early. So from then on, after everything else, here he is an hour later screaming at the front desk saying I stole his money. I said, how can I steal money that I put money into it, that I fund, that I'm funding the account? So I did not face him. They did not let him in. He went back home and immediately blowing up my phone. And then 2 hours later, he found out who the guy was because, when you transfer money, the whole name was there. Well, he looked at this guy at the Instagram and his whole name was there. And then he started harassing Victor, who is the blogger and also my handler for my Instagram, he started harassing him. He started threatening him with the police. He started doing this all night long. So I decided, like, at 5:30 in the morning, I would check out, and I called the officer in charge. I said, I need help for my safety. Can you meet up with me? Because I said my husband is threatening me because of this money that I used for me to fly home. And it didn't stop from there. The money that he said was there is for his rent that his brother sent. And I said, where's the money I sent you that I transferred $800 in there? He said, simple. He said, simple. Transfer me the money, period. That's how he talked to me. Simple. Transfer the money, period. Refund me, Della. That's why he called me. Refund me, refund me. And then I blocked him. And then with that, early in the morning at 7 o'clock, I was already being driven to where we needed to go. The command officer was just basically helping me talk to the courthouse. Even though they're closed, the court representative that he brought was able to let me enter and do a report and do the paperwork and stuff. Like, I don't know how powerful this guy is, but for him to have a court representative already with him, and we were actually at the command center, I was able to go inside the court and do the paperwork. The lawyer met up with us, and I did the paperwork. My complaint was simple. The marriage was scam because it's extorting money from me. And with that, the documentation and, my passport, his passport, I provided how much money that I was already extorted from me. I was able to do that the night before. It came out to almost $45,000. So people are thinking that I'm lying or I'm just making this up. Why would I have that reason? If I don't have that much proof, I can just say to you guys, I'm just going to file for divorce and get it over with. Right? I would just say, I'm done. I'll go get a divorce. But I am proving myself that everything this man did is a scam. Did he really love me from the beginning? Or did it felt that we fall out of love because he is not enough having fun? And then when he became a celebrity, he felt like he could do more. Like, he wants the style, the dressing up, the gowns, the events. He fell in love with that. And because he wouldn't even take me to an event. Like, he's so embarrassed of me. I mean, do I look ugly, guys, that you can't take me to an event? He wouldn't take me to any events at all. Even though I'm there, if there's an event, he would like tell me to leave, to stay, and he will go and come back. So, basically, I think that's what it is to him, that his ego, he's being a celebrity, got so big in his head that that's the way he sees himself, that he has to be with celebrities too. So, but he didn't have to treat me like a piece of shit. Like I said to him, if you want to let me go, let me go. Every day, guys, I ask him that, are we done? Can you just let me go? No, I will not let you go. Why? Because I love you. And I think he was just saying all that is because, one, the rent was coming up. Second is like, he was asking $1,000 for me to pay for the police for him to recover the vehicle that was stolen from him, or by one of his employees. And not just that, like, he would call me, baby, I'm broke. Can you please send me 100? And then I would notice on the freaking UABA account that money was being taken out, sent to Christy, to Christy, to Christy. Why? Why are you sending so much money to Christy? Every money was being transferred to Christy, 4,000, 7,000, 10,000, 40,000. And I've asked him that, oh, it was like for electricity, or for this, oh, because we share bills and stuff like that. I don't think so. Not that much. So anyways, that's where I'm pretty much at right now. It was not a very good departure from us. Like I said, we were screaming at the elevator and a lot of threats coming his way. And then you guys saw the mugshot that he sent me, that the police station was behind him. That, I guess he put it in there somewhere. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video, but he was threatening the blogger Tosin, and he was threatening the handler of my account and myself, that he pressed charges or something. But when I called the police commander, I said, can you check on this? He said there was nothing, because there's nothing he can do. I'm his wife. It was valid for me to take 1.5 million out of the account that I've been funding. So there's nothing he can do about that. So I didn't connive with a criminal, guys. It's me who did that because my money was in there. Even though, yes, it is his name in the bank account. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake, right? It was only his name. But the fact of the matter is that I'm funding the account and I've been using the account. I'm his wife. That's not stolen. I just only took a portion of what already he took from me. After I accumulated everything, was $45,000 of everything I spent on this man, whether it was given, provided, or asked for. Like the roof of his mother's house, I paid. The rent for his mother before when he was in Big Brother, I paid. The generator for his business, I paid. Employees that he has, I paid because he couldn't afford to pay 50,000 a month for an employee. So I paid. But those are little petty stuff, right? Like I'm counting. I don't even have to count, but I had to. I had no choice. Like, oh, I need a brand new TV. I bought. I just realized everything I've done for this man. Everything. So this is not about manipulation, whatever the fuck Fina is saying. That manipulation and emotional stuff, like you guys believe me or not. Whether you believe me or not, I went through this. This is my life. Whether I have to talk about it online. The reason I went online with this, guys, is because I want the world to know who he is and who she is. These are two people that are pretending to be good when they're not. I want to know that whoever they're going to meet in the future or in the next week or two, that not to trust them because they're just not good people. Not good people at all. And I wish that, I could have screenshot the rest, but it doesn't matter now, right? All I can think about right now is my life. I've spent so much time, wasted 3 years of my life with this man. How do I get back my life just like that? I prepared this home for his arrival. I got this beautiful place, resort like that. I paid 3,500 a month. A month is what I paid for this place. Beautiful. It's like a resort like, so that he will be spoiled and he will be happy. He asked me to buy a Range Rover. I bought a Range Rover. And he said when he comes, like, he would want a Mercedes. I was willing to get him a Mercedes. That's how stupid I am. For somebody who's a doctor, who's smart, whose GPA is high, I am certainly so fucking dumb when it comes to relationship about this man because how much I loved him, how much he made me fall in love with him. I fell in love so hard that I was willing to give him my soul. And I can't believe I did that. I don't know how to pick up myself right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I cried so much at that video that I did earlier, but I have not cried that much. I'm so angry that I sound like a thug. I listened to myself. I'm like, oh my God, I sounded so angry. And I didn't even realize how angry I was until I watched the video. My friends were calling me. It's like, girl, what the heck? I said, I didn't even know. I reacted out of my feelings and emotion that I'm feeling that I was duped and used by this man. And here he is coming out with a video saying I'm manipulative. I'm this, I'm that. That I'm unfortunate. He called me an unfortunate. Unfortunate for somebody he named Eso Egeni. He named me Ese Ogeni, gift from God. And here he is telling me I'm unfortunate and defending his whore because she's a brand. The reason why he's, because he can be arrested for adultery. That's why he's lying through his teeth that he has no sexual relation with us whatsoever with that woman. That's why he was doing that, because he's worried that he's been found, he's been caught, that I can actually have him arrested. According to the police commander, 2 years maximum or fine penalty for having an adultery when we're married in court. I'd rather have him go to jail so maybe somebody will rape him so he'll realize what he did to me. I actually wish that. I'm bitter and I'm angry and I want revenge. But at the same time right now, I'm thinking about myself. Like, how do I pick up the pieces that, guys, you don't even know what I did to his picture. I slashed his motherfucking face with a scissor. All of the frames that we have, I took it down out of anger. I slashed his face with a scissor because I couldn't stand looking at his face. That's how angry I am. For him to go and have that video that he took out, that he brought out, because, oh guys, I'm seeing all this circulating around, and he's rubbing his head. He's trying to find the right word to say because he wants to believe his lies. He wants to lie about everything. Colleague, I never did anything with my colleague. She's insecure, everything, jealous, and all this. You would be too. You would feel insecure too, knowing that you're married to this guy, and no matter how pretty you are, you're not enough. And I don't even know why I was competing when there's no reason for me to compete. If you're married to somebody, guys, girls, I'm sorry, or guys, whoever's online, if you're married and if you have a relationship, do you have to compete? You should be secure about your relationship. You should be nurtured. You should be loved, and you should be feeling at peace in your own home, knowing that whoever you come home to or whoever that you're with loves you unconditionally. But this guy saw nothing but the visa, the money, and all that. And that's what they are. Him and his brothers, between them two, I've already had seen enough proof of what his brother is doing. So I have a feeling he's the same.
Wow, this lady is going through a lot. You can literally see that she's pained. And it's hard to be taking care of a man. Like, she has done a lot. The roof on his mother's head, the generators for his business, the cars. He wanted a Range Rover. She got it for him. His cars, the house he's staying. She got every single thing for him. And for him to behave the way he's behaving, for him to act the way he's acting, and for him to have the guts to like cheat without respect. You put the person you're cheating on your wife with, that is taking care of you, cheating on her with, you're putting the person under the same roof that she's still paying the rent for. That is where you call disrespect. That's where I call disrespect. Because I feel like the lady wouldn't even mind if it's cheating, because of course she's in the US, she's working, she can't always be with Kess every time here in Nigeria. But for you to come be in Nigeria, she's taking care of you, you're feeding your family, clothing your family, buying you cars, making you live comfortable, and you are literally cheating on her with somebody and disrespecting her by putting the person in the house that she's paying. Who cheats on their wife that is taking care of them in the apartment that she's paying for? What happens to all the hotels in Nigeria, in Lagos here? What happened to all the hotels? And why would you be cheating on your wife and be leaving your text messages in the place that she can evident on the phone that you know that she has access to? Man, Kess is not a smart guy. I've seen people cheat, but this guy is not smart. Let's dive into the message, because when I was reading these messages, man, I was cringing. Especially for Christio that was so outspoken for to talk about people. I cringed a lot when I saw this text message. I felt so bad for this lady when I was reading this text message with Christio. Let's go ahead and read the text message. The first one, she said, missing, Christio, you can see on the name is C, so you know it's Christio. First one say it's false. He said, Ideron Paro. Said, missing me. Don't reply, thanks. Good luck on your interview. I can't wait to fuck you. I miss you, die. This is crazy. Seeing you alone, they bust my brain. They observe you. Then reply. That's from Kess. Reply question mark. This is torture. Fuck it. Then, wow, jokes on you, bro. I want you to knock me out. Can you? Your wish is my command, or do you prefer me eating your a-hole? Oh my God. Is this Tony? She laughed and said, is this Tony? Bet you love it. Your bet. Hey, Tony, I miss you. Hey, Tony, that's still mess from Christio. Hey, Tony, I miss you. I don't like Kess. Then Kess replied, Tony misses you too. And she replied, he has become someone else. And he also replied, miss that juicy pussy. Yeah. And she replied, that cucumber, wet like a river. Even me reading the text message is cringing. And she said, I need and want it so bad. And he replied, just be patient. Then she replied, pig farms call. I will fuck like I miss you. I love it. Send accounts. Like he was asking her to send her account. Then she sent her account. Then she sent a message again. My nipples are hard. Then he replied, don't torture me. Fuck. Then she also replied, I want to ring your RA. I want your cum all over my face. Then he replied, I want to fuck you mercilessly. Can't wait. Just hang in there. She also replied, oh, mercilessly. I love it. I want Tony. He's nasty and I love it. Uh, Kess said, I do. Talk, Joe. I be your mate. It seems like we're having a quarrel here. Shebi, you are intentionally making me mad. I left the house for you. Then he replied to where? And I noticed you have not been sleeping at home. Then she replied, very correct, outside the estate. Where are you? Oh? She replied, I went to see a friend. You are not taking my calls. What if it's an emergency? Thought you already bought fuel for the Camry. Still no apology from your ass. Always forming Jagaban. Then she replied, I was wrong until you were wrong as well. Then he replied, go fuck yourself. I will offend you one day intentionally and I will never apologize. Continue being an ass. Then she replied, is that a threat? I don't know how to pronounce that. You could have been civil about it, but you chose to be an a-hole. I'm done with this convo. All the best. Then she replied, all the best to you too. Enjoy your life and stop getting me mad. I'll bring smoke for you. You need it. Then he replied, I want you. Then she also replied, I need to talk before you go. I can just ask you here, how far rent? He then replied on it, yours is ready. Okay. Then she replied, okay, on it as well. We should be both ready by 28/29. Between I think you lost an item. Then he replied, Tony misses you too. Then she said he has become something else. Miss your juicy prissy. Oh, I think this is like the one she sent his account balance. Now, like this text messages between the two of them was cringing the F out of me. And why would you be sending those kind of messages with a phone that you know your wife has access to? Your wife knows, your wife sees, she can easily access it. She knows the pin, she knows the password. Like, how would you do that? And now this woman is pissed off and she's releasing. And one person that is pissing me off in all this is Fina. Fina inserting herself in all this situation. Fina has been dragged like for the past 1 month, and I've not seen Christy come up and take off for her. I've not seen Kess come up and take off for her, and she's here taking off for them. Christy is wrong in this. There is no right on Christy. Christy is wrong. And the way she has, remember then when Tonani Badge own was raining and she was coming for Tonani Badge. We didn't know that her own was worse. Because, so I believe her and Tonani Badge are in the same WhatsApp group because they are pining over a man that is not theirs. But at least Tonani Badge's own is single, not married. What's yours, Christy, is married and you are here ranting. Fina should remove herself from the situation. She was not the one that had sex with Kess. She was not the one that is having an affair with Kess. She was not the one that Kess sending money to. So remove yourself. Let them not use you and cloud chase. Let them solve their issues by themselves. They are the ones having an affair. They are the ones cheating. They are the ones deceiving the poor woman. Let them handle it by themselves. And I understand that because of, we know when she was talking, she roped both Fina, both Bbnaija, both Beauty. She said a lot of things about him wanting to buy things for Beauty, Fina, Bbnaija. I know they want you want to, exempt yourself. But at this moment, remove yourself because yours is just even simple. I understand Kess wanting to, buy things. Oh, that one's understandable, but at least you're not sleeping with him. At least you're not having sex with him. At least you're not having an affair with him. Remove yourself from the equation at the end of the day. Well, guys, that's where we're going to end it for today. I just hope that this will end because now we're hearing police and whatnot. I just hope it ends well for the both of them. But of course, any other news that comes up from this show, from this event, we're going to be talking about it on this channel. Don't forget to like and comment your thoughts on this video. And don't also forget to click on the subscribe button down below to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.